FIFO, LIFO and FEFO. Though this may sound like the chanting of the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk, they are actually key logistics concepts which have a massive impact on efficiency and profitability of companies worldwide. To help us understand these concepts, let's take a look at the story of Bob. Bob owns a small automotive company, Bob's Auto Parts. In the last year, Bob's Auto Parts has experienced a huge increase in demand for their products. Despite this, Bob has noticed a decrease in completed sales, customer retention, and most significantly, profits. Upon analysis, Bob has realized that a major factor in this has been their storage and retrieval of parts. Due to limited storage capacity, order fulfillment is slow and often results in errors. There is also a high rate of shrinkage due to incorrect storage and tracking. Bob has an opportunity to build a fit-for-purpose storage and inwards and outwards goods area. Let's join Bob as he analyzes key factors and implements the most effective plan for this area. Step 1. Let's take a look at areas of Bob's Auto Parts that are already working effectively. FIFO. In this example, newly receipted goods are packed away from one end, replenishing stock, while older goods are retrieved from the other end. This minimizes obsolescence and avoids congestion for high-use, cumbersome items. LIFO. In this example, fasteners are packed away into bins. They do not expire and are standard spec, so not at risk of obsolescence. This means they are stored and retrieved from the same side with no concern to using older stock first. FEFO. In this example, pre-preg material is retrieved from a refrigerated unit. This material has an expiration date and degrades at room temperature, so factoring this into its storage and retrieval is paramount to avoiding shrinkage. Now that we've had a look at some successful examples of these concepts on a smaller scale, let's have a look at what other factors need to be considered. Okay, so now we have some examples of successful logistics practices. Let's discuss some additional factors for Bob to consider. ABC classification. By reviewing their goods and identifying the A, B, and C items, Bob can arrange his storage areas and tracking processes to ensure they purchase goods with availability, price breaks, MOQ, lead times, and usage rate in mind. Handling. Are smaller picking items easily accessible? Are larger or heavier items able to be transported via forklift and maneuvered by his team without risk of injury? And are his staff forklift certified? Tracking systems. What systems does Bob have in place for receipting, labeling, and storage of goods? And how efficient is his reordering process? Now that we have reviewed the successes, failures, and key factors, let's have a look at how Bob has implemented these in the warehouse design. There is drive-in access for couriers and trucks, providing a covered area and reducing distance travelled during unloading. There is forklift access to the workshop floor, warehouse, and assembly areas. The warehouse has been placed adjacent to the assembly, creating a flow through to the outwards goods area. Storage racks have been laid out to support FIFO, LIFO, and FEFO processes. Locations have been named and given visual identifiers, and inventory systems have been implemented to track usage and automate ordering. There is still a long way to go for Bob, but with a systems approach to improving his logistics operations, things are sure to improve. Thank you for joining us on his journey.